All right, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? All right, steak burrito. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna because I decided to hedge my bets, chat. I had a feeling last week we didn't have very much luck, and we only went on a 1-game win streak. And the week before that we had 3, but this week I was like, you know what? This week is the week. This is the week where we're gonna go on like a 5-game win streak at least. So I planned ahead, got myself a steak burrito, got some water, so I am in for the long haul. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. So the 3 of you can go ahead and queue up into a game. We will be watching, and we'll give you some feedback after the first game. But yeah, so the first game, just queue up into a lobby, the 3 of you, and then chat. Your job is to hit ! streams. And then, so we have a tank player, we have a support player, and we have a DPS player. So if you play tank, go watch Felicity. If you play DPS, go watch Ice. And if you play support, go watch Egg. And then after that, I'm going to need your guys' help in order to tell me what you think these 3 players need to work on. I'm going to be taking notes myself, but this is a team effort. So whoever is the group leader for you, looks like it is Felicity. Go ahead and queue us up into a game and let's get rolling. What about Ice's stream?
It's already 20 past 10 here.
Overwatch.
So I'm like...
Jayne is making me do this. That's the name of the stream.
Right
Amazing.
I was half asleep watching the stream. I was like, oh, they're doing another game. I might as well put myself in for that. See my SR. Like, oh, I got picked. Weird. Oh wait, what am I doing now? I'm streaming. Okay.
You still
we now
chug a
play
Red Bull
for
or
as
something.
long as we possibly can go. What?
It's gonna be forever. The stream's gonna go on forever.
Yeah. Oh
Right,
man.
right.
Ooh, watch play.
Select your hero.
That's good.
Alright, let's do this. The real Joe Biden is here.
Join team. So
I mean, I'm not going to tell them to adjust their audio. Like, if that's what they like, and they can hear each other.
Alright.
I mean, them winning games is more important than
Let's
us.
Right.
do a Winston
Cheat
Zarya
this bread.
dive tape.
Oh my god, loud.
Yeah, we can do that.
We only get bread in here.
Alright, so Zarya, when the door is open, I'm gonna try to jump high ground. If you get bubble, I'll call out bubble.
Okay.
You know, every single day, I'm like, I am such a terrible streamer, but seeing all of the tech issues that other people have when they try and stream makes me feel a little bit better.
Yo, praise.
Yeah, make sure to call your dives, Winston, so I can go with you. Both of
Yeah,
our
there you
damage is gonna get fixed.
Yeah, whenever you're
I'll
doing
do
stuff like
3,
this,
2,
you
1.
usually mute your teammates in-game.
Damn, am I the only one without gold?
So it looks like Hog, Tracer, Lucio, left high ground.
We'll tell them to mute themselves after.
Buddy.
Oh, gee.
Oh, buddy, guys.
Yeah. Just wait.
Oh, okay. Yo, they got a tracer left. Tracer's on my...
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I might actually
Joe
have to
Biden
drop
plays
my
Mercy. Who knew?
Are you diving up there, Winston?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Good dashes with the right clicks
yeah,
afterwards. Right clicks to retreat. Well, he's just trying to get some extra damage. He's not using it to stay alive,
Flip
but
is just not being able to play.
yeah.
They're gonna have to drop here.
Ice Dragon is playing pretty safe
Yeah,
here.
help on it.
Yeah, there's I don't.
Yeah, he's gonna have to use dash to get out here.
Dropping down. Oh, backing
This
up.
is just such an orgy of weirdness.
An orgy of weirdness.
Chasing the back line.
Dude, our tracer just got instantly every single time she tried to come out.
Burrito, eh?
I
I'm
think
sorry.
I'm gonna switch it up.
You guys want me to go
I'll take
hog or what?
All right, let's take a look at Egg.
That sounds fine. Yeah, I'm 15 to it. Tracer in the back. She recalled.
Egg does already have Nano here. Ooh, please survive, Mercy.
I got soldier.
This Joe Biden dude is. Ooh. Waste of a
I
sleep.
got you, bud. I have nano whenever.
Ooh, that was lucky. Ice Dragon got a frag on Salt though.
Yeah, I'm coming. Who wants nano? Winston or Genji? Okay.
Sleep him, please. Okay, God, I'm a little bit late on that. Boost him. That should be it. Yep. They lost their Zarya in the backline though.
Hog on me, hog on me.
Oh, Ice Dragon overcommitted and actually died.
Hog's anti, hog and tracer anti. Hog one. Nice.
I think they've got it though.
Lucio sleeping?
Big sleep.
That's still winnable, you guys can do that.
I think yeah. I
you only have
think
more heals right
maybe
now, be careful.
positioning is what we want to work the most on with Egg. What do you think, chat? What do you think we want to work on with Egg? He's the only guy on fire. Like he's getting a lot of heals, but. Nah, Egg is sitting at 144 frames. He's fine.
I'm almost back, I'm almost back. I'm transitioning to server room, almost ready.
I mean, we say that, but he does start transitioning to server room
Lucio on
right
cart,
after.
Lucio on cart. Nice guys, good job.
I mean, the stream itself is dropping a few frames, but it doesn't look like he's dropping frames in game.
Yeah, I'll push cart. You guys can move up if you want.
Like here, I would want him to reposition.
Hog sleeping. Yo, the big anti in there, big anti in there.
This is a good play.
Good luck, guys. I believe in you.
Like you want to be the people who basically can take the high ground or who are survivable to play cart. You don't want
Hog
the
no
honor
E.
to play
Hog
cart
no,
here.
hog no E.
The honor needs to be on the high ground.
Ah, buddy, I'm sorry.
And that bridge is just such a good position for the honor.
Oh, buddy. All right.
Trying to need the
I'm
high
backing out.
ground.
Get off me. Okay.
All right, let's watch Felicity.
They should have beat, right?
Like, till 15, I got for you.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
The honor player is the lowest rank, 2,700.
Yo, I got
Yeah, you can grab the force.
Hogs high ground, hogs on high ground. Directly above us.
hog above, watch out, hog above.
Hog the hook.
Good bubble.
Tracer's behind. Tracer's
I don't have.
No sleep,
Jumping
no sleep.
without the bubble though afterwards. Not
That's not
sure
bad,
I
not bad.
agree with that one.
Or top right.
I know this tracer.
Getting peppered from up top right now.
Ooh, that's rough.
Once more
I'm out with-
into the breach.
we're
You know me here? I want to dash on top of ship. Okay, you ready?
someone
Maybe we work on
Hey,
engages
three,
with the.
two, oh.
Oh, buddy.
but
That's a beat, that's a beat.
Tracer on me on the right.
You know, maybe one of the things we
Jumping
could work on is
online, three,
engages,
two.
and then have Ice Dragon. You know, Ice Dragon. He's
Hog,
the
hog,
highest
hog,
guy in the
hog,
lobby,
hog.
but you know, getting some support, especially we could use Ice Dragon to kind of like lead
Good job.
Felicity along to do exactly what Felicity needs, basically. Maybe what we could do here is we could have Ice Dragon kind of micro Felicity a little bit, and then have Felicity work more on engaging with bubble, or engaging without jump and then jumping out.
Hog the hook.
Like coordinating engages with cooldowns is what we could work on with Felicity.
try to play LOS over here.
We have a pulse.
She missed it.
Here we go. No hook either.
I'm reloading.
Good looks.
I just used my bubble. Man, sorry.
Just back.
Seems like every single Ana player in the game wastes sleep, especially Plat Anas.
Oh, buddy.
I could not
Oh,
get
that's so much damage. Yeah.
Fine, just die. Knock it
Dude,
out.
that Tracer.
got the Tracer
fucking
before I
melted.
left.
What the
Good luck, McCree. Have fun.
I'm only 50, or I'm only 60 right now, so.
I'm 30 away from another grab.
Halo star.
Okay.
Alright, jumping in 3, 2, 1.
Like here, didn't need to jump. Wasn't gonna do
Get on,
anything.
get on,
Should have
get on,
just
get on.
walked up to that corner without jump.
Loader on top.
We got a soldier behind.
And should have been out of LOS. It almost doesn't. He's gonna get whole hogged out of that.
Oh,
Aw,
we gotta
buddy.
kill that soldier.
Whole hog screwing me a bit, yeah.
No, I didn't even notice the soldier on the high ground, but definitely his job to deal with.
Your mother's
He's gonna get that. No, you can't leave that soldier. Oh my god, no, no.
I could.
Yeah, that was rough. We got something there.
I got grab, but I
I
can't.
don't know, we can handle it.
Oh.
ML7 told you to use sleep on cooldown. Not joking, by the way. Are you sure? I mean, I believe you. But was ML7
I'm
joking?
gonna go for a pull. I'm gonna go for a pull and then pull him in. We blow him up.
That soldier's still top right, guys. We
Yeah, he
can't-
needs to
Okay, let's
still be
regroup,
on
regroup. We
Winston
push
here.
soldier off high ground.
He's off high
And
ground.
then we use. Oh, he's off. Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is the freebie.
Nice, nice.
Good. I don't know why the soldier dropped, but
Agency on grab.
No, 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 no.
I'm coming back to blade. Just stay alive, Hannah, stay alive.
Okay, we forced the, we can nano blade next.
Yep, I'm coming back. 4 seconds.
Try to get them to waste all.
Don't die, don't die.
Help me.
I got you, I got you.
ooh, counter hooked.
That's not so unfortunate. Okay, but they wasted.
Why do you feel so demoralized, Dunka?
Yep, yep, yep.
Get into position.
Oh.
We need somebody to touch.
Hog
You
is
need to go, Zarya. Zarya, Hog, you need to go.
I don't think you
Yep,
played that
walking,
bad at all, Dunka. Ice Dragon was just
I go, 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 go.
by far the best DPS in the lobby.
I'm gonna
I think your
Yeah, he's on high
Doomfist was
ground.
really good, Dunka.
He's soldiers on high ground again. Nice, big plays.
Both DPS back on high.
Yeah, he needs to be Winston. Okay.
Both DPS on high ground.
You got this, Dragon.
I'm going loose.
Just push it as far as you can. Push it as far as you can.
I can't touch her. I'm gonna push her.
Okay, what do you think so far, chat? And who do you want Mirage
Yeah, good
for round
try,
2?
good try.
We got it pretty far.
Good try
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
try.
I think we switch it up instead of doing Winston Zarya. Maybe Ryan Zarya. I'm not sure.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
I mean, I don't know how to play Ryan, but I know how to play Zarya.
Wait, Nutty Nanzo, were
Yeah, I
you
can-
talent?
I was talking about I do Ryan and then.
Okay. I understand. Like, if you want to play Ryan, my feet really hard, but I can swing my hammer.
Have Ice not play Genji? That seems like a bad idea.
We just gotta, yeah. We need an
When you host events involving subs, is it for NA or EU?
'cause I feel like that
Next week we're doing EU. This week
like
was
an
NA.
extra stun on that fucking hog when he's healing, or when he vapes. Just,
Say less. Dude.
you're just trying to find excuses to play break, aren't you?
Oh, of course.
Well, play Felicity. You want to shoot or you want to go? Okay. Fine,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I was pretty
I
close
was
to wanting to
thinking
pick
either,
you,
like,
Nutty Nanzo. I think you played well.
If they have
I
a
think you
hog
played
and
well.
hooks, I just go and
Are we
peel.
holding low ground or?
And if you guys want to watch, anyone in here particular, exclamation mark streams. They are
Man,
streaming.
I'm so
That's how
bad
I'm
at this
watching them, so you can watch them too.
Trust me, I am the most vocal Ana whenever I get dove. I'll
All
pray
see
for
you
my
next
life.
week. Ends on.
Watch for Hog. Hog across. Oh, they're rushing up here. They're rushing up here.
Big nade. Don't walk
waste of
forward, dude.
Tracer in the back. Nice, nice. Big
Ooh,
pick.
Ice is on Soldier. Isn't he EU servers? And he's still playing Soldier? Ballsy. What is that Reinhardt
Should
doing?
drop down soon.
Wait, don't tell me that's Felicity. Don't tell me that's Felicity. Is that our Reinhardt? Oh no. Oh, no.
Everyone wanted this guy.
Hog half, no heal.
We're all anti. We're all.
Yeah.
Let's take control of server. I'm taking.
What are you doing, Felicity?
Yeah, you guys should come to me right now.
Oh, I have no bubble.
Shield going down. Shield going down.
Oh no.
Hog's anti. Hog. Tracer on me. I need help. Tracer on me.
They're on high ground.
Oof. I think we just ignore the
should go
Rhine
there.
and
Yeah,
focus
you got
Winston
that.
in terms of improvements. I think there's too much conceptual stuff we'd have to cover. I think that was one of the things that we really struggled on, was that it's hard to make big differences on Reinhardt in a small amount of time.
Break heals right now.
Yeah, I don't think
Start playing this right side here.
This is bot.
I don't think we work on Reinhardt.
Soldier low.
Hog going around. Be careful, bird.
I think we just mulligan that. Is
Hog,
Roadhog?
Hog on. Hog on.
Maybe we just do Roadhog Winston as Felicity's heroes?
Hog's sleeping up top.
No, if it was Riftdoor. All right, Death Souls.
Let's try and stay left.
Zarya.
His hog is
Hmm.
back line in half, man.
Hide.
That's my bad. I should have
there's two in right room. Lucio and,
That soldier. Oh my
Not
god.
hooked me.
Might still be winnable. I have
On his own
I mean, he's not bad in actual like fights, but whenever he's holding his shield, it's weird. Yeah, like, he's a good brawling Reinhardt. But in terms of like using Reinhardt as an enabler for DPS, no sir. This is not good gameplay. Like in fights, he's fine. He knows how to use his hammer, he knows how to use his fire strikes, but what is he doing with his shield?
Somebody taking high ground. Someone stay on cut.
Oh god.
I mean, Felicity
should-
might play
we should
better
really
if you
take
took away
server.
his...
They just did a wraparound last time.
Maybe that's the big brain suggestion. Play as if shield is unbound.
Oh, Hogs left. Hog and Lucio left.
I'm here.
Maybe that's the biggest brain suggestion I've ever had.
Fall back. Go up.
Play as if you don't ever have shield. Only use it when you absolutely have to. That's so crazy it might just work.
I'm not gonna wait forever.
That's so crazy that might just work.
That was a very good hold though.
Because then he would have to play around covers. He'd have to play chokes.
Just try and regroup everyone. Don't push too far.
Oh, I just got.
Oh, we only have trap. That's not. Okay. Oh, you guys.
I think we do it. I think we do it.
I should just reset. Whoops.
Get together.
God, dude, this new
Hey, how's it
soldier.
going?
He's shielding nothing. Like he's got. He's not. He's just like being rectangle man. Tell him he uses like he uses a Winston bubble, but his Winston bubble usage isn't great right now either, so I don't think that's gonna help.
We should. We should.
Oh, yeah. Let's walk up.
Oh, help me,
Oh,
Rip.
they're far across the way.
Okay, I'm gonna start taking notes.
Oh, good. Nice. TV more.
Zarya.
Chat, if you want me to write things down, spam it in chat. I'm taking notes now.
Behind, Crazy
I
one.
know one on top of you.
I got it.
I can't see you guys right now. I can't see.
Zarya, follow me.
I'll follow you anywhere.
Respect.
Hawk going high ground.
Yeah, he's high ground again.
Just hog the cunt.
I agree.
He smells.
Careful of hug.
Oh, he's
Rotate back. We
We have none of visor short.
I can't see.
Okay,
Unlucky.
whoops,
The
whoops.
nano hog.
Thanks, so bad.
That was a bit of
Alright.
feed.
I almost have Reaper Blossom.
Am I gonna try and visor here or no? I don't want to.
It depends.
I don't know
I
if
do
I
have
can.
My
I do
bad
have
on the
nano.
grab. That's my bad on the grab.
There's a hog clicking behind.
Massive shadow.
Actually, wow.
Kill point.
You only have more heals right now.
All right, what do you guys have?
Okay, I need to not feed.
I've never
Yeah,
loved
engages
that.
with
What's hold
your
high ground?
I've never
engages.
loved that fourth Crusader force line more now than ever.
If they touch
I
the
don't think
payload
I'm
at
playing
all,
a very.
though,
I'm not playing a very adequate healer. I'm gonna go switch
Cooldowns.
over to-
So they probably.
Oh yeah, the honest
what else did they
positioning,
use
right?
also for?
Egg positioning.
They use.
They use-
pulse bomb. They use.
Oh, hog.
Grabbed and switched, so they probably have nano
Someone kick
visor maybe.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think like you're right. He's not doing hammer swing very good in terms of like trying to get max range, but that's not going to help him in the short term.
You're better. You're better than them.
My visor's just bigger.
There's people in the ship. There's hog in the
Yeah, eggs sleep for sure.
One.
I lied there.
Tracer.
Sleep.
Lucio on me. Hey, Lucio's still up here.
Yeah, Tracer.
Hey,
Go.
Lucio.
Also fix audio.
Go back high ground.
Nice.
We don't have any ults.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get this bread, boys. We can win this right here.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Teamwork
One
between
last
Ice
hog.
Dragon and Felicity.
So we just gotta play super well.
Yeah.
Watch out for the
Let's try to build up Reaper ult. Let's just build up Reaper ult.
Crazy coming in.
All right, I think that'll be enough for game one.
Yeah.
Charge, interesting charge. He's dead.
Reaper's 1 HP. Someone.
Damn, I thought they'd have that.
Please don't all Reaper. You psychopath.
You
Should
psychopath.
unbind my-
Why would you?
Should unbind my charge, maybe.
No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, woke up the hog! No, we're fine. We're fine. We got a bunch of ults coming up. We're good. Yeah, kill the hog. Kill the hog.
Felicity's gonna have. I think Felicity is gonna have to get the majority of the coaching here.
Oh, Soldier's taking the high ground. Soldier's taking the high ground. God, I can't hit a standing soul soldier. What is wrong with me?
Many, many things. But you and me both, bud.
Monkey's in. Break bubble. Break bubble. Soldier's still on the high ground.
Yeah. Should have seen that one coming a little bit
Tracer's half.
earlier. Yeah, like why? What was that? I mean, if you hit it, sure, but
Nice, guys.
it's always,
Oh,
it's always like, oh, if I had hit that, right? Is this last fight? This is the last fight. All right, they traded out. Oh, they got 2. Nice. Felicity's Sigma now. Come on, get that res. Good.
It's fine. We're good. We're
Do
good.
they have visor?
We're good. We're good. We're good. I couldn't see it. We're good.
Ooh. Good combination of healing and damaging. I like that. Oh, we got this. Got the soldier too. Tried to go for the Sig 9. I think they've got
Big
this
plays,
though.
guys. Big plays. We got this. We got this.
I mean, if they're able to win, even with all the things going wrong right now,
Ryan's anti in there.
we might be in for a win streak.
He's won. Nice, guys. Big plays.
All right. They win the first one. They used their freebie. All right.
Nice job. Nice job, guys.
Okay, they got it. Okay. Well, let's watch this play the game and then jump into them. Ice gets 4 there. Yep. That was that Zarya's 6K. All right. Alrighty then. Let's jump into here and do this. All right, how we doing? How we doing? Congrats on your first win. Congrats on not being the first team to go winless. You got one. You got win. So the win streak currently at 1.
Are we actually the first? Are we actually the first team that has won the first game?
Yes. Yeah. You are the first team that has won the first game, so that is promising. So and that does count as your win streak. So even if you lose the next one and you end the segment, you still have 1. So you have tied last week's record. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
We just gotta.
All right. So a few things that we want to kind of work on. So I think Ice Dragon, I think we're going to keep you primarily on Genji. Your soldier, I think, was doing well. But, you know, where you can play Genji, stick to it. I think you're doing great.
Okay.
But soldier as well, just because we have that really nice combination with, you know, the nanovisor or the nanoblade. Now for you, Felicity, I think we're going to get you to focus on your Winston play. So we're going to do... now we didn't get to watch your Sigma, but we really we've got to laser focus because I only have about 5 minutes between games in order to give you some advice, and I can't coach you across heroes. So we're going to really, really focus in on that Winston. And in an emergency, sure, you can play Reinhardt, but I'm just going to be straight out honest. Your Reinhardt play has a lot of weaknesses in it. But the interesting part about your Reinhardt play is that it's extremely binary. So you are really good when you're in a fight, when you're actually hammering things, using your fire strike, fighting, brawling, all of that stuff. It's fantastic. All right. But your shield usage, when you're shielding, who you're shielding, how you're shielding, basically anything to do with the shield needs work. So one of the things that we were talking about was that you should play Reinhardt as if you don't have a shield. You know, almost as if it was unbound, where it's like you can use it if you have to. But there were a lot of times where you were kind of shielding in the open or not shielding anybody, not shielding good locations, not getting much value out of it. And the enemy was just able to kind of like chip down your shield, and then you had to take cover, take positions, corners, but your shield was already at 200 HP and you didn't really let it recharge. So if you get onto a map like King's Row, like Rialto, anything like that, literally I want you to play in a way that you basically assume you do not have a shield, right? So play in your corners, stick to walls, stay outside of LOS. You know, like you can be a big presence around these corners as well. Now, one of the things that I wanted to specifically talk about with you, Felicity, was when you were playing Winston on attack third point Gibraltar. So with this, the payload was pushing up that ramp just before it turns that last corner, and then you're home free, right? So
Yeah.
you were on Winston, and then you said like, oh, I'm jumping in, right? And then you jumped up to that corner, you dropped bubble, you got some cleave, your bubble broke, and you had to fall back. So this is going to be, it would be the same sort of thing as if you were Reinhardt, but on Winston here, you want to try and have your engages work around the cooldown. So you were kind of like jumping in, but you weren't jumping in on a target. Really, you were just kind of going for a cleave. So in that situation, it would have been better to stick to kind of that left side, be really far outside of the enemy's lines of sight, walk up, and then kind of get cleave there. So if things got really bad, you could use your jump to retreat. You could use your bubble if you wanted to go aggressive, or if you got pushed, or you would even have your options there. So later on, you swap to the Roadhog, but if you had still been on Winston, you could have been doing other things. You could have been doing that frontline cleave, or you could have actually been shutting down DPS. So one of the things that Winston is really, really good at is shutting down individual DPS, especially DPS that exist on the high ground. Ashes, soldiers, Widowmakers, Hanzos, things like that. If you just take them out of the fight, that is such a massive benefit because you are a threat to them, but they are not a threat to you or the rest of your team. So really, that is such a massive trade. At the Overwatch League level, really, a Winston's almost primary job, if there are Widowmakers in the fight, isn't really to do anything. They don't even have to get the kill on the Widowmaker. They just want to make them what's called a non-factor. So that's going to be kind of the main thing. If you're just kind of do some strategic level stuff when you're on Winston, I really want you to focus on trying to engage without using your cooldown so that you have more options. Don't engage with them unless you're engaging to help out Ice. Now, Ice, you're a good player, and I definitely think you're the carry of this deck. Like, you're the highest SR by quite a bit, almost by 300 SR, so you are the carry. But you're going to need to have Ice Dragon help you, and Ice Dragon needs some help understanding engages, and I think that right now you're playing very cautious, and I'm not sure if that comes from the higher ping, nerves, or just a lack of confidence in your teammates. But like, there's not a lot of your gameplay that I'm really going to focus on, because I think that you need the least amount of work, and I think that if I focus on Egg and Felicity, we can kind of get these people helping you out as much as possible so that you can really shine and you can really carry. But and I know that you were not calming very much during the tryouts, and it's late there. But the one thing that I do want you to try during the next matches and matches in the future is don't calm for the entire team. Just calm and help Felicity know what you need in order to be successful. You're a higher SR. I assume, Felicity, you probably don't play much Genji yourself?
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. So Ice, just like, let specifically Felicity, but if you need something from Egg as well, then let Egg know what he needs in order to help you. But I really want you to help Felicity out here. Tell him when you're engaging and what he can do to really help you and just make your life easier. Because if you go in, for example, you're using like reflect and then dash, get a little bit extra damage while you're backing out so you can retreat. And that's great Genji stuff, right? But if you're going in and the Felicity uses bubble at the right time, then you can stay in and be more aggressive. So since you are our carry, we need to get Felicity and Egg in a way that really kind of helps you pop off. But since I only have that 5 minutes between these games, I really need you to guide Felicity through it. Okay. And then what else did I have on my list? So where possible, play Winston. If you get a Reinhardt map, pretend you don't have a shield. And your engages are based around cooldowns. So, like, because Gibraltar 2nd, for example, you used your bubble to block a hook from a Roadhog who was on the high ground. It was great. And then immediately after that, you tried to jump a soldier and an Ana on the high ground without a bubble and died immediately. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you say, like, if somebody's like, hey, Felicity, why aren't you on that high ground fucking with that soldier? Just somebody be like, oh, sorry, and jump up there. Be like, I can do it in 4 seconds, right?
If I may say.
Yeah, of course you may.
My game plan there was to jump, immediately touch, and then jump.
But why?
Slept. Just to, scare them a little bit off high ground so they wouldn't be shooting at my team.
You're a Winston without a bubble. You're not scary. If you had a bubble, you'd be scary. Why is my phone ringing? What on earth did I set an alarm for at 4:45 p.m. on a Saturday? Weird. Oh, the other one thing I wanted to talk about was rotation. So, Ice Dragon, do you alt track very much?
I don't pay attention to it, but I just sort of have an understanding of what was used last fight and what wasn't, so I have a general understanding of what might be coming.
Okay,
but
so
not really.
so one thing that I want to try going forward is if they have beat, I want you like at this elo, just the sound of a Genji drawing his blade will get beat out, right? So what I want you to try and do is even if you have a nano, and even like especially if they know you have nano blade, like dash blade, and if they drop beat, dash out again, and then use nano on Felicity to engage. So
Okay.
so try and do that when you are playing the Ana Winston Genji, especially if they've got a support in. Blade to get support out, dash away just to survive, and as soon as they're cold, they're Valk, they're beat, whatever, as soon as their support ult is done, then Felicity goes in with the nano and you dive with him.
Yeah, I've not really been confident on how to deal with beat before.
So
Because trans is a lot easier. You just go for the
yeah,
Zen and then
but
kill him.
but beat us, and especially if you're you're gonna get known. They'd be like, oh, we need to be saving beat for his blade, right? But then as soon as they start countering you, your job is just like you force them to use beat, or they all die. They use it, you survive anyway. Count to 5. Felicity goes in with nano, and then they die anyway.
Okay.
So just try that little trick. Okay. Egg. So there was a lot of times on payload maps, right? Your positioning is like half good, half bad. But I really want you to be extremely methodical and what is the other word? Kind of like, it's not distinct. It's like deliberate. Be very, very deliberate with your positioning, right? And then especially on like Watchpoint Gibraltar, for example, you are pushing the cart. Now, Watchpoint Gibraltar, or really any kind of cart pushes like this should be happening with people who have vertical mobility. So people like, Winstons, Divas, things like that, even Genjis who can wall climb, because they can get very easily into their positions very quickly. You as an Ana cannot, right? So don't be pushing a cart if you need to be in a position to stay safe and contribute to that fight. And then, like, because you are Ana and you're so important, like, if you need to change where a team is fighting based off of the positioning that you've taken, communicate that, as well as communicate if people are pushing too far ahead outside of your line of sight. So just be very deliberate with your positioning, and if your team is not in a good position for you to heal, as long as it's objectively relevant, then it's your team's fault, not your fault. So if you've
I was actually going to ask a question about that.
yeah,
if you
for
don't
sure.
mind. When that situation comes and I can't see my team, is it better for me to communicate for them to come back, or should I
Yes.
try to get to a place where I can see them?
No, communicate, like do both, especially if you have to kind of like bridge the gap, but don't drop if it's going to take you a while to, if it's a high ground, low ground thing, and it's like, in order to land 1 or 2 shots, just scream at them. Be like, back up, back up, back up. It's not worth it, right?
Okay.
So it's not
Please
worth it
scream
you giving
LOS.
position. Yeah. So, and then,
otherwise than the direction key we need to press to not be out of line of sight.
yeah. And you can just say things like too far back, or like, at higher levels, you'd be like back, something like that. So, and then the last thing is just that you're yeeting your sleeps. So, it's a risk reward trade off, right? And the thing that I hate is that when people who go for, especially you're hitting some good sleeps, right? But the problem is that it's like low risk of the sleep hitting, and then after a sleep hits, there's a different calculation, which is like the percentage chance of a sleep that has hit of getting value, right? So if you sleep somebody fucking a mile away in the middle of a double jump, or a Mercy who's guardian angeling, like, congrats, that was cool. It gave your team exactly 0 value. So only go for low chance of success sleep darts if they have high impact, canceling ults, sleeping somebody who can be executed by Felicity and Ice Dragon diving them together. But please, the one thing I'm going to ask is just don't go for low chance of success sleep darts that also have low chance of impact. But yeah, so we'll just try to make that one change. So it's like, just because it's like, I could sleep that, but it's like, but think to yourself, even if I did, would it matter? And if the answer is no, then just keep your sleep dart. Because trust me, you are never going to go through a team fight where we're not a absolute bountiful number of situations where high impact sleeps could have been made. So wait until you see a high impact situation and then go for it. I'm never going to fault you for going for a sleep if if it had hit, it would have been high impact. But I'm going to fault you for going for sleeps, or even if it worked, it wouldn't have fucking mattered.
Absolutely.
All right. Questions for me.
I asked my question.
So I was like calling bubbles, right? And like using the double bubble strat where I call for a bubble, go for a bubble. I feel like maybe do you think there were times where I like should have just stayed with team instead of trying to go for a cleave?
Just don't, if you're going for cleave, just walk up. Don't jump into it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the big thing, right? So, because then if you get hooked or get low, it's going to be way easier for you to just jump out. It's an extra layer of security, and you don't even have to jump out. It's like, if you walked up and started cleaving them, and then ice dashes on them or hits with a helix rocket and they get low, then you can use jump to hard commit after that. So I haven't started really bitching about options yet, which I know if Chad has watched the last 2 win streak episodes, the amount of times that I've talked about options. We haven't got there yet, but the reason why you walk up is many reasons, but one of which is having options. Okay, well, queue up. Let's get into the next. Oh, and also mute your teammates in-game. You can hear them on Discord, and you can do better audio balancing that way.
Okay.
Also, if you guys can look at your OBS, Ice Dragon, your audio is fine, but Felicity and Egg on OBS, your teammates are really quiet. So if you can fix that, chat would appreciate it. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, queue up into the next one.
A particular target, and can you do the same, Felicity, so I know what you're going for, so that I can best support that, and vice versa.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think this game, instead of what he said, walking up.
Yeah.
If I give the option to like isolate a target, I will call for it definitely. But yeah, just comment. We follow up.
They won it, Ziggy. They won it.
All right, never mind then.
Are they getting a win? Please get a Winston map.
Like said it, we found a game, but then we didn't.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
Oh,
One
there
win.
we go.
The streak is at 1 right now.
Also, I feel bad for chats. I have no idea how to fix my audio, so
Apparently,
they're gonna
mine's
deal with
Yeah, I
it.
was.
Just be conscious of sightlines.
Good. Winston map.
Okay, I just want to, can everyone be conscious of sightlines when we
I
walk
always
out here?
like to
The
work
rest
with
of
you.
Yeah.
so just
Absolutely.
No awkward small talk.
I think we should probably go right then even if they don't have Widow, just K control right side.
Okay, we follow you.
I was about to say, what's... yeah.
We're gonna be going right side, team. Take control of right side, even if they have.
Oh my
Widow,
god,
even
they
if
didn't
don't have
mute each
Widow.
other in game.
Sounds good.
If you see a target on your own, Felicity, then just feel free to call it, and I'll do my best to get there.
Okay. Definitely.
Hit my own.
Moira. I hear Hanzo.
Yeah, Pog. Careful of that.
Reaper just teleported.
Oh.
We lost our ball. Hog.
Alright, oh.
Back up. Fall back.
Yeah, just grab some more shot and get out. Careful, hands are ours. Hook on your left. Nice.
Oh,
They
they
got
have
a Reaper.
Okay,
Ooh.
we're gonna try to. Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna try to dive that then. Fall back. Full reset. Okay.
Oh.
Do you see Zen? Anyone?
Oh, hog right side.
Hog right side?
Hog no hook.
Okay.
Hog right side.
Doesn't matter. Don't focus the hog. They've
On
got
the
a
hog,
Hanzo
on the
and a
hog.
Zen.
Oh, I jumped in. My bad.
Okay, we're playing Soldier Genji now. That's good. Okay, we're turning this. Oh, Scream got him again!
Hanzo low.
No emergency heals.
Let's look at this Hanzo. That's like 3 really good headshots
This
he's hit.
could be one of those situations Jayne was talking about earlier.
Almost a success. Which one?
Your best.
I'm gonna try to get Twin Sentence out with Attack Visor. So we can have a free handle blade.
That's good.
Okay.
What do they have? Oh, they have trains. Okay.
We're engaging not together.
Okay, you go on to Zen if you have
I'm dead here. Yeah.
all of you was on you, because I could actually
Yeah, I should have. That's my fault. I should have jumped backwards, not into. Okay.
dying before I've even like done anything.
Especially when the opponent has like a Zen Hanzo. They just need to go fast, really. especially when the opponent has a Zen and you've got a Mercy, like you're not gonna be able to out heal them, especially when you have Ball and Winston, and like their Ball is going in and then Winston's going in and Ice Dragon isn't going in, so it's a lot about going together.
All right, well.
All right, their Ball's feeding.
3, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I messed my jump up. Whatever.
Oh, good, he got Trance out for free.
Let us hope for a different outcome.
15. Don't die. He's no touch. Okay, 3 seconds.
You got a Nano Blade.
Okay. I died.
Okay, I'm gonna have to jump in because I want to tell them. I want to interrupt. You're not in the next game yet, right?
No, we are in the next game.
You're just in spawn though right now?
What?
Say that again?
You're still in spawn, right?
Yeah, for the
Okay,
for the
so
second
if your Ball is just gonna feed, you gotta go with him. And also, if they've got Zen Hanzo, you can't stay poking. If they've got a target like that, you just gotta dive and eliminate them. You're gonna lose in poke, so engage and engage fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something that could get value.
5, 4,
Say that again, my bad. It wasn't
Hogger or Orisa.
Hoggers,
capture
I like Hog.
I want this team to keep winning.
Yeah, back up.
Target, and then I want you with me for a second.
It really doesn't help
Alright.
that their other tank is just hard feeding. They've got an Echo.
As far as you can safely.
Do they have a Zen?
They're
They
gonna
have a
be
Zen.
think they have a
jumping.
ball.
3, 2, 1.
They have Hog.
On, echo.
Hog right side, Hog right side.
Good! That's what you needed to do!
Hog blinking.
They still might win off that, though.
Hog on the right flank. Careful.
No
Reaper
hook,
teleporting
yes,
in
no
there.
hook.
You gotta back up.
That's fine.
Hmm.
Man.
I know you
Can
said
we,
stick
can we
on
please
Winston,
do switch off the Winston though? They have a lot of tank counters. Thank you.
Okay, what are they going? Going Winston Roadhog, okay. Okay, let's see what things are looking for like from Egg's perspective.
Hog right side, no hook. Oh, hog right side, hog right side.
Nice. That was very lucky, but... Did he hit it? He canceled the
I
coalescence.
saw the Mora.
Big.
I can't see you.
His scope sense is too low. I think Egg's scope sense must be like 30? Yeah, I think Egg's scope sense is too low. It always seems like he really struggles to find targets.
Let me move up a little bit. And, then
And like
get
default scope sense is really low at 30.
help you
Like 1 to 1 is 38, and then 1 to edge is 45. So if you're at 30, it does feel so sluggish compared to being unscoped.
Oh man.
And they do have a pretty rough team here. Their second tank is just...
Oh, behind you. McCree.
Hmm. Are they gonna nanoblade this?
Yeah.
The Echo's already used. Ice Dragon had to go in on something. Oh, the
hog
Hog's
is still
still on the
behind.
flank. Sleep that. Missed the sleep. How can it end like this?
We played too passive. That's tough.
No. No. Why? I really wanted this team to do well. Oh, I really wanted this team to do well.
Unlucky.
I cursed it. Dang.
Focus on
Sag.
Just one of those. Yes.
Big Sag.
Big Sag. Big Sag. Oh no. Oh, I thought you guys had that, but I don't know. The other tank that you had was feeding pretty hard, so
Oh, he just insta died.
he just inted on
Yeah,
both
it was really
maps.
tough.
That was really rough. So, Oh man, that was going well too. But yeah, like especially when they have, at the higher ranks, anybody who plays a Hanzo and a Zen, like they were playing Hanzo, Zen, Moira, right? So they can't really do anything to save the Zen or the Hanzo if you dive them. So even just between like, the Winston and the Zenyatta, your job there, Felicity, would just be to kind of like Hanzo on the high ground can kind of scout, and he was doing a great job of scouting. But then it's like just the two of you even together should be able to delete at least one of them. So, like when you initially dove in on well, like the dive was good, the engage was good. Felicity, the only thing is like like Ice Dragon kept engaged on him because he got the kill onto the Echo, I think, and then went onto the Zen as well.
Yeah.
But especially for those. I know, but like if Felicity had gone with you, you probably would have secured both kills and won that team fight. So, yeah, it's like if you're going onto those targets, you really have to commit to them. Because Ice Dragon, like it is about getting those kills. Because the longer that a fight goes on, especially when they're playing, like, it's the same sort of thing where an Ana and a Zenyatta composition is not really very good just because it's so diveable. But it's because Ana and Zenyatta's are like glass cannons. They get so much value, but the trade-off is that they're harder to keep alive. It's the same thing with snipers. They have the potential of getting headshots and having huge impact, but they're hard to stay alive. They're very squishy. They're very fragile. So if you just let glass cannons be be cannons instead of be the glass that they are, they're just going to win. So there are some situations where it's like, it's really important to identify which team fights you can win by just poking forever because you have better poke, and which team fights where it's like you are not able to play slow because you're just going to have your resources bled out of you. So it's kind of identifying situations where you need to play slow or play fast. And that was unfortunately a position that you needed to go fast. It not just fast, as you said, you needed to go full aggro, pedal to the metal, turn that dial to 11. And it's like, you needed to go from like, I've spotted one of them and then just delete that guy and then worry about everything else. Because as soon as that one guy's gone, then you can play slow because in the poke you have the advantage after their Zen or their Hanzo is gone. So yeah, it's just kind of like identifying fast or slow, or am I better in the poke? Am I better in the dive? And not only were you better in the dive at that point in time, and we were already kind of identified that engages were the thing that we needed to work on as a 3-stack, but you also got a feeding second tank, which really, really didn't help. So, what is your scope sense, Egg?
Scope sense?
Yeah. What is your scope sense?
It is on a 35.
35. Why 35?
Because I feel like it's pretty similar to my sense whenever I'm out of scope, and so I try to do that a little bit so I could like have a little bit faster motions.
So you already feel very sluggish when you scope into me. So 38 is the number where basically if you move an infinitesimal distance away from your crosshair, so it's like right at the crosshair for minor corrections. Is it 38 or 39? I thought it was 38.
38. 38.
Yeah, chat's saying 39, but I don't believe them. It's 38. Whereas I use 45. 45 is accurate from center crosshair to edge of screen. And then so you can go higher numbers if you want to be like 1-to-1 from crosshair to 180. It's like 65 or something dumb like that. Some people use it, but very few. So if you like the lowest that I would recommend at all is 38. And then depending, if you want to like wherever the distance your average flick is, like if you flick kind of like to half of screen or whatever feels comfortable, really, I'd recommend somewhere between 38 and 45. So it looked like you were struggling, especially when Ice Dragon was double jumping. For example, you struggled to heal him, and I think that was primarily because of your scope sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I am so sad. You guys were the chosen ones. You were the champions, I believed. I don't know. Do you guys want to do one more?
That'd be great.
I'd love to, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry, I must have misunderstood. I thought we had like one
if
freebie
we do
overall.
one more though, we need a lot of support from chat here.
you do need a lot of support from chat. So chat, you need to get out of my stream and into these guys' stream. But you're so the rule is kind of like the first game you play, win or lose, that one's your freebie. So
Gotcha, okay.
we'll play another one, but your win streak
okay.
unfortunately is gonna stand at 1. So I think that you guys could really climb. That's the worst part about this. God, I think you guys could really climb. I think we built a good team here. You just really got unlucky. There was like the one thing we were working on was the thing that you needed to do to win, and then the other tank just feeding his brains out. Oh my god, so sad. Oh well. Well, let's let it ride. Let's do another one just for fun.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Okay,
Thank
not
you.
gonna lie, real quick.
Yeah?
My game has froze, so I'm going to
Oh,
restart and I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, sad. They were the chosen ones.
We let you down.
I'm so
I'm sorry, Jayne.
I tried to push so hard, but I was so
I know,
alone
and there was
I
nothing
tried
that you
to.
could have done as a solo Genji. Nothing you could have done as a solo Genji there.
I kept peeking and like trying to see if I could get someone down to dash damage or right click dash damage, and then like just go for it and get out. But every single time I just got owned and then had to leave.
Yep.
Or die.
No.
Alright,
Jayne, I have a
Oh,
question.
and so, like, when you guys get into the next game, hit P and mute your teammates, because I keep hearing you
Yeah.
double.
I keep
Alright.
forgetting to. I've got so many other things in my head, like do
Yeah,
this,
for
do
sure.
that, don't
Yeah,
do
for
that.
All right, somebody had a question?
Yes. So, in that situation, we were playing Ilios.
Yep.
When I see that they have, Zenyatta, Reaper, and Hog, do I stay the Winston and just
Yes,
dive?
those are
constantly?
because if
Like,
you're
dive
Reinhardt,
correct,
they're just going to
dive
get value because you can't dive them, you can't delete them. That's like perfect Winston situations.
Okay.
So the important part with this is like you need to dive in, but you need to be able to dive. So you need to be in a diveable position, which is called staging. So staging is basically where Ice Dragon is the one who's scouting. So if this were to, let me back up a bit. If this were in a complete pug lobby and you identify that they have like Zenyatta Hanzo, right? You're a Winston. If you are trying to find those characters, you've got a big hitbox. They're going to poke you down, right? So you need to rely on your more mobile characters, Echoes, Pharahs, Sombras, Tracers, Genjis. You can ask your DPS, and Ice Dragon, because he's got the reflect, because he's got the dash, because he's got wall climbs, and because he's a smaller hitbox, he's a much better scout. So he's going to be on the high ground, and he's going to be like, where's this Zen? Where's this Hanzo? And then he's going to communicate where he is. And then as soon as you guys are both in position and have cooldowns, you just execute. Just in, and he's done. 100 to 0 with no warning at all. And it's
Like for this, I called statue on Ilios Ruins, like jump
Yeah,
statue, because that's where the Zen is. I'll do that sort of thing a lot. I'll give you the location. You don't need to see the Zen. I'll tell you where.
And like at higher levels, you will literally be jumping blind. So it's like you don't see the target yourself. You get called where the location is because you jump at 500 HP, so you can stay in, go deep, bubble as late as possible, and then stay alive until you can jump out. Don't retreat. If you're going for a dive, the chances are that you aren't retreating out of there. You're jumping out of there. So like commit to the target, because Ice Dragon's gonna hard commit. That's the one time where you're not using cooldowns in order to get kills. It's like, well, you are, right? But it's you have to go deep there. It's like you have to get that kill. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I phrased that poorly. So
I more or less understood what you were trying to imply, though.
but as much as Seagull hates it, this is kind of like win condition, right? If you're playing Winston Genji and they're playing high value glass cannon characters like Hanzo, like Zen, like Ana, if you're fucking around with a Roadhog, like there was one point on Ilios where they were like, Roadhog no hook is like, great. If you guys go on that, you're dead. It's like, you won't get the kill. You'll bleed all your resources, all your cooldowns, and somebody will probably die attempting to do that. It's like, basically, especially when you're playing dive, especially when you're playing assassin dive like this, it's like out of the 6 opponents, which one is most critical to the composition? Find out who that is, and then just delete them over and over and over and over again, and you win.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's just a gut reflex at this point, calling out when there's a cooldown.
Yeah, and it's fine to call that out.
So
Just don't call out go on him sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually like you don't have to. And it's just like, you could be like Roadhog no hook or something, like just be informative instead of like Roadhog no hook. You can people usually decide what you mean based on how intense you call it, right? So just call it in a very factual, informative way, and you should be good. So, all right, well let's see if you guys can win this next one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right, I'll let you go. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
I am so sad they didn't win that one. Oh, that's rough. I thought this team was the best team we've assembled so far. Sag. Do we get a watch? Of course. Let's go watch Felicity. Felicity wanted some support. You guys should hop into Felicity's chat and give him some hearts and kind comments.
No worries,
I
though.
mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
We just gotta focus on our own mistakes in gameplay. That's how you climb.
That is the one thing about like this type of like.
There's a
cooking stuff,
3.2 player,
especially
3.1
for
player,
us,
and a
it's like we have
2.7
very,
player.
Like small amount of time to put into like.
Yo, I
what
got
he's
I
telling
got
us to
support from
into
Coal
playing.
Fighters, the
Because like
original.
we're suddenly thinking about that, we're not playing how we
win
normally do.
streak.
Which I mean
champion,
is what we need to do in order to get better. But you know, I
along
think
with
that sometimes makes us
Psychic
play
and Jayne.
differently. That's what we need to do in order to get better.
It's also just not. Well, I know what you mean, but it's because it's not what you're used to. You want to
Yeah.
do what your muscle memory or sleeper brain wants to do, and now you're trying to get yourself to do things you're not used to, and it feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you called the statue call out, I was going to jump in. The only problem was I made a short jump, and it hit like the ledge that's hanging over the point. You know?
I heard you say something about a screwed up jump, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Jane, one of
I
my
saw
biggest
that, I
issues
was
when I
just
play
like,
Winston
that
is
stuff.
ult usage. Do you have a basic
Because then you
tip on
just
how
leave
to
it right
use
in front of the
utilize
roadblock,
it?
and you're just like, oh, well, he's
I mean,
Try and call it as fast as you
yeah,
can, so that
the-
I can
the- if you're, like-
disengage and then help you. And then
Winston ult 101
wait
is
and
use
then
it
go
to hard
again.
commit.
Yeah.
So like
Because I can
dive
help you
in a
from
situation
for
where
brief periods
it's
of
like
time, whether
you could
that's
dive a Zen,
jumping
for
in front of you
example,
when
and
you
then
get hooked in
if
the flag
you
again,
get low, for
you're
example,
taking
just
double
primal
pieces
to
of shots,
finish the
taking his
kills.
attention. I
So
can do a
go for
little bit
kills
to draw
that you
attention
wouldn't
just enough for you
otherwise
to
get,
out.
and then use primal to confirm, or
Also
use
gonna do
primal
the
to confirm and then
scenario
escape
here,
alive.
all as late
So
as possible,
yeah, that's what I would
I don't know how late that is,
advise
but I'm
using
gonna
Winston
feel
on
it.
for like a brand new Winston player. So
It's basically
holy shit, been playing with
it's
Ana
used
zoom
to be
sense
like a
30 and 38
hog
feels so
shot
much
if you wanna
better.
go for cranium, then bubble.
Glad I could help,
that
Balderdash.
you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like the thing is that with Winston,
You should
there's
give
no aim
every
really
team
involved,
one
it's just
mulligan
time
game,
is
even if it's
damage.
not the first
You
one.
want to be in there as long as you
You guys
physically can
think
without
that's a
dying.
better idea?
And like the
One
more
free
time you
mulligan,
give me to safely
regardless of
try
when
and
it
fuck out,
happens?
the more I can possibly output in damage.
Mhm.
Because every time we secure a kill, I get a death reset, which is a guaranteed 50 damage.
All
for the
right,
next
we'll change the
target,
rules.
so
We
it
can do
just
that.
Really chains well
Call it
the
a
longer you
mercy.
can stay in.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, even if we lose this one, we're just learning, and that's good.
Thank you for
You guys just want to watch more Overwatch. I see how it is.
I appreciate you guys. We'll make this one a win
You
just
get-
for you.
Doesn't know how long the longest the team's lasted. on
Streak
this.
should
They got,
still
like, 40
100%
wins and go 3
stop.
ranks up, so
The
keep going.
longest I know of is that they got 3 wins.
Or should it just be like whichever streak they
We can look
is
at
longer, the
price
one
and
before, the one after?
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like Overwatch is a couple of people have said is like a third of the games are guaranteed loss, a third of the games are guaranteed.
So it
won,
just
and a third of
resets
them
the
are
win streak?
neutral.
I would
All
just-
right, that seems like a good compromise.
Yeah.
Like especially the way that like Jayne was describing the other tank, like part of me felt like that like we could have done more as a team there, but like there's nothing you can do whenever.
Because then it'd be like, can you beat your first win streak?
Yeah, and he
That'd be
also
funny if
makes
somebody
me
got
use
2
the
losses in a
damage, I
row
use my
and they
ult,
can't
oh,
beat the
never
win
mind, there it
streak
is
of
coming at
0.
me.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll do this in the future, chat. Thanks for the
It
suggestion.
is what it
I like that
is.
idea a lot better. How many wins do we
You
still
get
have so
here,
far?
I'd sprint, tap around
One.
the corner, and then latch on screen to disconnect, I'm like, holy, that was
Unlucky.
close.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it was rough. But thanks to new soldier, I could just put pellets.
How
in
should I
set.
reach Evan? I have a
Yeah,
proposal
that's
for
great.
him regarding the Emong
got
feature
used
for
to
Guess
his,
My
new
Star.
change.
He's on the Elo Hell Discord and he's also on
In
Twitter.
most circumstances,
So
I
his
barely
it's
notice
like
it, and I just
E
do more
his
damage,
his
and then in
his
certain
handle is
circumstances, it's like,
Evanescence,
"Damn, this is kinda hard to aim
but
with," and
it's
I don't know
EVN
what
and
range
then
I'm finding
Essence.
that
You can
bubble
find
with.
him on Twitter or
But it just
Discord.
seems to happen occasionally where it just feels weird. Maybe it's close where I'm hard flicking and trying to track really fast, so I focus on that and then miss the recoil control.
2 weeks from now, Jayne dies from exhaustion because a team just had beaten their own 8-win streak. Wouldn't that be the most hype thing ever, though? That's like one of the main reasons I wanted to do this segment. Is because someday somebody's going to go on a 10-game win streak.
I'm a poor soul who loves playing.
That's going to happen someday.
Poor heroes.
Man, everyone feels bad for
college and all
Genji
that.
mains.
Also,
I don't think so. I think a lot of Zen
That is gonna happen.
Sort of, gonna like
If I find
screw
time
you.
for it, I'll definitely play more often. But right now,
You just checked
You
my
have your
Ana
own
zoom sense and it's
whenever, like, they
55.
make
Holy
sure
smokes.
in this
insane
program,
damage
I think
on
it's
Oh
really
yeah,
helpful for the
look,
community.
I went 15-0 that comp season, and then I just
Here they
stopped
go.
playing. I felt dirty. I felt like I was playing Brig, and Brig meta was that bad.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to
Real,
Young.
Are you doing new teams every week? Yep, we do this every
Now's your time to
show.
shine on Ryan.
Prepare your defenses.
The
What is this
Rhine
league
card,
thing?
big
Get out of here,
Select
league thing.
Huge shatter.
Oh, we got a Rhine map.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. This is going to be hard for Felicity. Yay, they're muting each other in game. Thank goodness.
I want a soldier.
You have 45? Yeah. I use 45.
Not do the competition we were working on for ages. I just do something
We've
completely
focused so much
different.
on Winston. But he said if we get the Reinhardt map,
Yeah.
like Rialto.
Yeah, I think
I
on
did.
attack we could probably do the dive shot.
Yeah, we're on attack, we can.
You guys want a Zen Mercy?
It's just funny to me because we're out here, you know,
think Sting
getting
right.
coached in a particular way, and then we
that
just
was-
abolished all of that.
Attackers.
Yeah, no.
You know, Egg, I'm not
Damn,
gonna lie,
they got a Rhine soldier map. That's rough.
Yeah, no, sorry, they mentioned it in the team chat.
Ash zoom sense is different than Ana? Is it actually? Oh, yeah, because it's a different
either
FOV.
one's fine.
Right.
Yeah, Mercy, we'll be fine.
We're the Jayne 2 educational content at first videos tomorrow. First videos tomorrow. No cap. First videos tomorrow on the second channel. So if you're not subbed to it yet, exclamation mark new channel. Sub to the new channel.
One.
Educational content starts tomorrow. Pog.
Having fun over there, bud?
Yeah, Hog, Hog Ball,
Yeah.
Lucio, Ana, and
Enemy in my
Stop shielding! Oh my god, what are you shielding?
we're just gonna pull around corner.
Oh my god. I can't
Hog's
handle
flanking,
this.
right?
I can't handle this. This shield's already broken, please!
Hog above, good.
Yeah, Hog.
Oh my god, he'd be better on Winston.
My bad.
No. I mean, somehow they're still holding it this corner, but it's not gonna last for long. Oh, rough. Oh, rough. He let the shield full break while sitting at first corner Rialto. Rough days.
I was about to say, I'm not gonna make it out here alive.
Help, soldier. Help, Ice Dragon. Alright, good. Kill that Lucio. Okay,
What?
might be retakeable.
Go for it.
Going.
W.
Big. Oh, he blocked the hook.
Help you run.
Shield Ice Dragon,
I want-
please.
Hold your low.
I can't handle this
Hog,
Reinhardt
hog, hog.
gameplay. I would have to be like,
I'm saying that.
this is the kind of Reinhardt play that I do like 2 hours intense work. Like examples, discussion, walkthrough. Like this would be 2 hours. The amount of progress though we could make in those 2 hours.
Middle down
After
three,
that, SR stonks vertical.
on top of high ground.
But right now, my blood pressure does not like it.
Thank you. All in. Oh, Hog coming up top, Hanzo.
Big sleep.
Hog sleeping.
Oh, they had visor as well though. Still a good sleep. Ice Dragon just in the back line. Go Ice, go! All right.
You want to? Do we want to?
Oh, sorry, I'm not full screen.
Since they do have.
Yell
that
at me
little-
when I'm not
we
full
don't really
screen,
have anything
chat.
that can mess with them.
Where can we watch this 2-hour Rhine video?
Oh man.
Once we start
Nice.
doing like stuff like that
So
again,
good. Oh, bless
we will
you.
be on the the Roadhog jumped over his sleep. Stuff like that
Yeah.
will go on the new channel.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in like more of that in-depth hardcore educational coaching analysis stuff, it's on the new channel, which is currently named Jayne 2.
All right.
Because
Oh
I am
man.
super
Is
creative.
she actually?
Sleep it. Sleep him.
We're in control.
Yeah.
Push forward.
They have sights.
Hog inside the building.
God, that's rough. Wasn't much you could do about that. You should be able to punish though, right?
Man.
And get res.
Meant.
Help, Ryan,
I'm back.
please. Oh God,
Alive.
please. That's gonna be big nade in there
Hog
too.
anti.
Just nano the. Okay. Man, I would have panicked nanoed the
well then, I was not
wasted
expecting
nano
that.
right after the chirp. Yeah, I can't even fault him. Sleep.
Also,
Nice.
I
Charge.
don't know if we can do anything with this.
No,
Okay,
don't
well.
pick him up like that. You know, JN3 was actually the original name of my Twitch channel. If you guys hit the subscribe button, it'll like the subscribe.
Remember what Jayne said. Play without
The
a shield.
subscribe portal is actually still lists JN3 on it.
Why is it up
Because
right
I only
now?
changed your screen name. Whatever you sign up for Twitch as originally is what just sticks. So, but yeah, JN3 was actually the original name of the channel.
Hogs up top, no hook.
Does Ice have blade here? I want to see it.
My ultimate is
Hog on high ground. Ball.
Why did I just
Fall back, fall back, fall back.
Big reflect, big reflect. He's gonna blade that, isn't he? Oh, how did this? I didn't even notice the soldier ended up there. I thought the soldier would have been doing exactly what Ice thought the soldier was doing. Unlucky. That did not go the way that he wanted it
I want to
to.
get a chance to use Shatter and Switch.
Dash out of the, oh, yeah,
That's not
dash
if I
too.
blocked you.
Okay. Go back to egg.
Right side, she's still here. I can't
Might
see
not
you
watch
guys.
a lot of Ice because he doesn't really
You
need
have
the help.
inhibitors?
Well, not as much help as the other two. And keyboard sounds.
My frames, man.
Oh, it's the frame's fault. I see. He's Dragon trying to dash in on that tracer. Ooh. Could have nailed him if he found the angle. I might talk to... That hit the tracer!
Recall.
He's not sleeping
I am dead.
balls.
I'm sorry. She just got me. We can nano blade though after this. They're gonna have beat though.
I have nanoblade. That's big.
I can't see you guys right now.
Like, you wait until the ball starts to roll away from
Help
you.
us, Arya, help us,
Sleep
Arya.
him.
They have beat, yes. Hog no hook.
So if they have beat, are they going to try and bait it out? Oh. No, Ice Dragon still has the blade.
You
So
might
they-
just have to do it. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Oh no, they didn't get to
Yeah,
use
like, that's
Nanoblade. Ooh, rough. Rough, 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 rough. I mean, if he grappled in, he doesn't have grapple on cooldown regardless. Okay, they're on dive though. That'll work better. That'll work better.
Okay, so big problems that we had were what?
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
Honestly, my Reinhardt play is pretty lackluster. So like I was like, okay, I think I said it like mid game. I was just kind of lost. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't really doing anything. Like,
Now we roll on Winston. It's fine. Okay, can we go right side?
Yeah, go bridge.
Yeah.
Alright, we're
And then
going bridge.
I want to go, like, depending on what supports they have, we just go on them super hard. You don't have
you
to.
just going yourself or?
We can go as a team. Yeah. Basically, if there's just a support right in front of us on bridge, just walk up and start beaming. You don't need to jump.
Okay. I heard hog, so you might try to go for a hog.
Yeah, he is gonna try and go for this one hug most likely. Yeah, that's fine.
Soldier.
Well, soldier, hog right here, hog right here. Okay, just go left,
Good restraint. I know a game or two ago they would have drove that. Get on the soldier on the high ground.
Go on,
You go on
there's a
soldier?
Widow.
Just get on the soldier.
Widow?
Get on the soldier or the widow.
Three,
Either one.
two.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Widow's one, Widow's one.
Oh my god, that's great. They just took so much space even if they didn't get the kill. Oh, maybe it's winnable, chat. Maybe it's
You
winnable.
can drop onto them here and then just jump back.
Gonna have to bubble that one.
Oh,
Ah, I wasn't fast enough.
It's fine. You can just keep pushing if you can. Just if you take too much damage, just back. Shouldn't take too long to get back.
Yo, wait for you to come back.
Okay.
Widow and Bapper's on garden.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, the widow grapple
no,
shot.
my bad.
Widow
Wish I gave-
headshot
wish I
and then
did
got a
double
grapple.
damage.
That alone is 420 damage. So big though.
No invuln?
Oh, God.
The miracle of science.
Okay. I'm dead, yeah.
Ooh, that widow. They can do this though. The high ground there isn't a great staging position either, where you can just stage from halls, so and then just peek left and dive out a little bit safer instead of trying to dive on the high ground, because you can't dive high or else you hit the door frame.
Top
Makes
left.
it hard to dive through
Yep.
through doorways and windows.
3, 2.
We have to get this thing moving.
I mean, they got that high ground,
good.
right?
Alright,
But here you can just drop and then dive from
They're on
left.
garden.
It's better to
You ready?
dive from two different locations anyway.
Three,
So.
2.
Good dive, good dive, good dive. He got headshot on the way in, but still, it's great.
No invuln, invuln down.
You need to get out of the game.
I agree. But I have 87% on blade,
There is
so I just
no
think we go
obligation
for it.
for the universe to make sense to you.
They only have immortality, so I should be able to get enough for it.
Right, they're playing Soldier, Baptiste,
But it's top
Widow.
again. You just go to fourth level.
Oh, they're so just, they just want to die. They just want to get dove.
Okay, you ready? Just not.
Third break.
Is he diving?
You should just not stay.
Third break.
Oh my god. So sorry.
They didn't
Wow,
get. Then,
dude.
who did the
Oh,
nano
I
go
knew.
on? Oh, it nanoed on Sig. Rough.
Out of blade.
Oh no, their team's tilting at them.
Tough.
One shot.
I mean, what are you doing, Mr. Roadhog man?
Regenerating your cellular structure. Someone get that video.
Activating the barrier.
Dang, they're on a Sigma Widow now.
60 seconds.
All right, let's take a look at Egg. No, no, get full health. Of course they had to get Rialto.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe. Buddy.
yeah, we got a Siggled. Hey, we're getting kills. We're getting kills. Maybe. Are we in it to win it? Doesn't look like it. All right. Them's the breaks, I guess. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Rough. Rough.
GG.
GG's. I apologize for yoinking your SR against your will, but oh, that was too.
You know what? I still had fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad. Yep. my fault, Yolala. Sorry. You can blame me for that one. I appreciate you guys giving a shot, though. I appreciate you giving it a shot.
Of course.
Here, and I did some commentary during the games, which you're more than welcome to watch back and chat, of course. We'll have had some good things, some bad, but some good, some as well. So, man, I thought you had it, but
I
that's also
keep
just
struggling
super
to be
unlucky
effective.
getting
I
Rialto
try
as
different
well.
things and it just doesn't seem to get through.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, you had the one feeding tank in the round that you lost there on Ilios, and then here you had a guy who's blaming you, and you guys had the right solution. Like they were playing Widowmaker, Soldier, BAP. Like that's just asking to be dove. Just absolutely asking to be dove. So
Yeah, it was super hard.
Yep.
Because they were playing at a good range, and then when we dove, Winston just got burst.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
So
they were really good at getting away from us when we dove. We always held grapple or moved when she should. The immortality saved. It was just they were playing well.
yeah, I'm gonna sneeze, and that's one of the things that you'll see me mention on the VOD is that like the staging itself was good, but the next level of staging is to stage from different angles. So like the place that you were in, Felicity, diving from there is pretty difficult, right? Because you can't dive from out of sight. You have to walk forward so that you don't dive into that door frame, right? So that requires you to peek, take a shit ton of damage before you even start. So the proper place to stage that dive from is actually the bottom floor in that hallway. So you walk out the door on the left and dive from there. So at the higher levels, this is why dive kind of plays split. So you have somebody on the left, somebody on the right, and then kind of that core main. And then you collapse on them. So from the left and the right, or from two different angles. And then that also helps with kind of spam and distracting them, because when you're just kind of like lined up in a straight line and you're going to dive directly into them, they can see you. They can see exactly where you are. But that's why a Genji or a Tracer or a Sombra will be on the left, and then you have like a Winston, on the right, and then you have the Pharah above or something like that. It's different angles. They can't look at everybody. And that's where things like attention is a resource comes into play. But you guys had a lot of the right things there. But it is, and I think that all of you guys saw how much easier it is to perform when you are playing with a team. Like in the actual tryouts, you're playing with people who are here to win, super flexible, all of them calm, they work together. And then part of the ranked experience is having to climb when your teammates are just pieces of shit. So it's not the same environment. Like you guys played fantastically when you were in that 6v6 environment, but trying to make that where every single person, it's like we're trying to make dive work as a 3-man operation here. So yeah, that was maybe it's my fault as well that we tried to force dive in ranked with platinum diamond teammates. So
I just felt bad because I was trying to call dives with Felicity, and I don't play Winston, so I was kind of forcing him to do the wrong things in a lot of circumstances.
I think that you did a lot of good calls.
On Genji.
Yeah, like I think that your calls were good. There's like little things about staging from a little bit of a better location. Like on the big scheme of things, minor Ice Dragon. I think that your calls were great. So
thank you.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I caused you to lose SR, so. The win streak stands at 1, but it wasn't 0. We gotta win.
We gotta win.
We gotta win.
Off that first game, we popped off.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, guys. You're more than welcome to keep streaming, but that's the end of the segment there. So.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Jayne. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a good evening, guys.
Thank you.
Can I say one thing to chat?
Yeah, you can give any shout out you want.
Hey, thank you for all the support, guys. Our team was probably the best one, but unfortunately, we couldn't execute. But we'll learn.
Unironically true. Unironically true.
Shout out to Napping Zebra for sending me stinky cheese energy. I appreciate
it. Shout out to Jayne. Subscribe to him if you haven't already.
True.
Have you heard about Prime Gaming?
Prime Gaming, yeah. If you don't know already, Prime Gaming is
All right, get out of here, guys. Thanks for playing. I'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.